Hi, this is Brett McHugh, co-founder of ClinicGrower, and there's something that I need to tell you. Now, you might not want to hear this, but you're definitely going to need to know it. Right now, you're actually missing out on patients, you're losing money, and you're losing the opportunity to grow your practice. Now, I'm actually a glass half full kind of guy, so I do have some good news for you. And let me ask you a question first. What if you knew by name the exact people, the exact potential patients in your area, in your market that were looking for your exact services, your exact treatments, and what if you could reach them at any time, anywhere, on any platform, and you had that fresh information in your hands every single week? What would you do with it? What could you do with it? And more importantly, what if you were the only practice in your area that had this information? If you want more information, just click below or come over here. I've got something really cool to show you.
Okay, so I want you to close your eyes for a minute and imagine that you're walking down the street in Manhattan. There's about 5,000 people right in front of you. Now you want to find out how many people are actually interested in investing with your business for your specific procedures. Now open your eyes, have a look. You see those 50 people with the arrows directly over their head? We know them by name, we know their email address, and we know their postal code. And this is the data that we're able to use on your behalf to pick the needles out of the haystack and target the exact right people that are in market for procedures right now. These are people that are ready to invest in, whether it be laser hair removal, body contouring, Juvederm, Botox, you name it. If there's a service that you have, we're able to identify them and put your messaging directly in front of people that are ready to buy. And what this does is this reduces cost per lead and cost to acquire patients dramatically. We're seeing up to 40 to 80% reduction in cost per leads right now. And so I wanted to put this quick segment of the video. Together so that you could get an understanding as to how this can impact your practice. And when you take a look at your business and your practice, there's basically 5 forces that you need to beat. You need to be able to beat the force of rivals, and we can actually take a look in this article that's right in front of you. There's basically the force of rivals, there is the force of new entrants, bargaining power of suppliers, the bargaining power of buyers, and the bargaining power of alternatives or substitutes. And what this in-market data that we have allows us to do is to quite simply to annihilate each of these forces. Because when it comes to competitors, you have data, you actually know who is going to be in market to buy services. You get there ahead of your competition, which basically allows you to reach them first and control the conversation. When it comes to new entrants or people ready to make a move into your market, again, if you control the data and you control the conversation, then you control the flow of new patients and procedures that are going to be bought in the marketplace. Now, a big benefit of this in-market data is in relation to the bargaining power of suppliers. So right now, if you go to advertise on Facebook, on Google, you're basically at the mercy of those platforms as to how much they're going to charge you. Well, what we can do is we can basically plug in our audience when we already know who is interested and ready to buy. We say, Mr. Zuckerberg, Mr. Google, we're basically going to plug our audience in. We're not going to pay you for the privilege to use your data, your best guess. We already know. And so that dramatically reduces the cost to advertise on those platforms. Now, we can take it an extra step, if you like, as well, and actually provide the names and emails. So if, for example, canvassing is part of your operations, we're enabling you to knock on those doors. Direct mail is a great opportunity. We enable you to see the addresses of people that are ready to buy. And guys, the big part of this is in relation to attribution. We're basically cutting the fat from your marketing and focusing only on the people who are ready to buy. So this allows us from the point of purchase, when people go ahead and actually invest in a procedure with you, we're able to track that data and see from the point of entry where they entered our funnel, clicked on our ad, right through to where they decided to choose your business, choose your practice, and invest with you. So guys, what if you could actually speak directly to people who you knew were actually getting ready to invest in a procedure? How would it change your business? Would it enable you to advertise and to market for a lower cost than your competitors? Can you handle the number of new inquiries that would come from a system like this? And if you can, then can you imagine how much this will impact your profits? Because quite simply, profits for your business is the sales minus the cost of those sales. And when you're able to advertise and reach these people who are in market for procedures at a lower cost than anybody else, then you're able to accelerate profitability. So just a couple of advantages of utilizing this in-market data. We know exactly when people are ready to buy, and we know exactly when to focus our marketing efforts. We control the conversation. We're able to reach people anywhere at any time on any platform. We're no longer reliant on Facebook or Google to do that for us. So the benefits of this are we're able to get higher click-through rates, generate lower cost per clicks, increase your patient acquisition volume, decrease the cost to acquire patients, and actually increase the relevance of ads in a hyper-targeted marketing campaign. We're enabling you to get to target your competitors' customers because, again, remember, there's always a finite number of people that are actually ready to buy at one stage, somewhere between 1 and 3%. And we're able to measure the attribution of people that click on our ads and come right through into our funnel. We know them by name, email address, postal address. We can even get their phone number. And so this quite simply is game changing for patient acquisition. What I'm going to invite you to do is go ahead, click on the link on this page, set up a time to speak with us, and we'll find out if you qualify for in-market leads in your zip code. This is exclusive per practice, per zip code. We're not able to work with competitors because quite simply, we're not able to give a competitive advantage if we utilize this for anybody else apart from our exclusive clients. So that's it. Remember, he who dares wins. And if you're ready to utilize this in-market data, then you're going to gain an edge over your competition.